Hello everyone, it's me, VashLady08 YouTube, Jen Milliken on Facebook. Um, I am actually going to be here to talk about my Fortune Lady deck, which has finally been completed as of last week, or a week before. Anyway, the last couple of weeks it finally got finished. Um, and of course, I've been working on this for probably the last couple of months. I already had all the basics, I just need to get a few other cards. So, if you watch this, great. If you don't, then oh well. I'm not really worried about it. Um, First and foremost, of course, I always start off with the monsters, and some I actually change out every so often, but others I just keep up with and all that stuff. So, first off, I'm going to start with Fortune Lady Earth. I'm sure most of you know what this does. When the level of this card increases, inflict 400 damage to your opponent. Level 6. The attack and defense are equal to its level times 400. During each standby phase, increase it by 1 up until it reaches level 12. Then, after that, it can't go any higher. So, when you first summon it out, it's got 2400 attack and defense, which is good. But when its level increases, you inflict 400 to your opponent, 400 damage to your opponent. I only have one, unfortunately, but it's unfortunate for me, but it's fortunate for a lot of other people. Up next is Fortune Lady Light, of which I have 3. Every time it's removed from the field by a card effect, I can special a Fortune Lady monster from my deck. Attack and defense are equal to its level times 200. Starts off as level 1, goes up to level 12 each standby phase. Came out in the Ancient Prophecy set. Then up next is Fire, of which I also have 3 of this. Fortunately, Fire is a pretty awesome card. The attack and defense equal to its level times 200. Level 2 starts off level 2. When this card is special summoned face-up attack by the effect of a Fortune Lady, destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack. So every time, say I decide to use Fortune Lady Light's effect on Fortune Lady Fire, then I can automatically destroy one of my opponent's monsters, and my opponent takes whatever damage equal to the attack of that destroyed monster. Attack and defense are equal to its level times 200, maximum level is 12. Up next is Water, which is another pretty decent card. I have 3 each of Light, Water, Fire, Wind, and Dark, if I remember right. Attack and defense are equal to its level times 300. This one, fortunately, Water starts off at level 4, goes up to level 12. When this part is special summoned while I control a face-up Fortune Lady monster, except Water, I can draw 2 cards. So it's like a Pot of Greed for Fortune and monster form. Then there's Wind. Also, I have 3. Starts off level 3. Attack and defense are equal to level times 300. Increase it to level 12. Maximum. When it's normal summoned, I can destroy a number of spell or traps my opponent controls equal to the number of face-up Fortune Ladies I control. So, say I have 4 Fortune Ladies on the field, and they have 5 cards in their back row. Then I can destroy 4 of those cards, and just whatever. So, and Bottomless Trap Hole does not work on Fortune Ladies because, depending on their level, determines their attack and defense. Then up next are the 3 Fortune Lady Darks that I have. Starts off level 5, maximum level can be is 12. When a face-up Fortune Lady monster I control destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, I can select and special summon Fortune Lady from my graveyard. So say my Earth got destroyed, my Fortune Lady Earth got destroyed. Then whenever this monster battles and destroys one of my opponent's monsters, I can special summon my Fortune Lady Earth from my graveyard. Then there are 2 Solitaire Magicians. Deal really good with Fortune Ladies. Once per turn, you can select one face-up Fortune Lady I control and one other face-up monster on the field. Reduce level of the selected Fortune Lady by 3 and destroy the other selected monster. Like I said, I only got 2, but 2's really all I need at this point. And then 2 Kaiku the Ghost Destroyers. Each time this card inflicts battle damage to my opponent, I can remove up to 2 cards in my opponent's graveyard. As long as this card remains face up on the field, my opponent cannot remove any cards in either graveyard from play. So it also works well with Gravekeepers and Necro Valley, because Necro Valley keeps the graveyard from getting hit with removal effects. Up next are the spell cards, which I have plenty of because this is a spellcaster deck. First up, Lightning Vortex. Everyone knows what that does. Discard 1 card and destroy all face-up attack position monsters on my opponent's field. Monster Reborn. Of course, everyone knows what that does. Just came off the banned list a few months ago. Choose 1 monster in any graveyard and summon it to my side of the field. Time Passage, which I have 3, courtesy of Derek, of course. I can increase level of one face of one of my Fortune Ladies by 3 until the end phase, which helps a bit because it keeps my Fortune Ladies alive for until my turn starts. 2 MSTs, destroy 1 spell or trap on my opponent's field, regardless of position, which of course everyone knows that you can have only 2 per deck. And of course 3 Fortune's Future. Select 1 removed from play Fortune Lady and to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. Another Pot of Greed effect. Solidarity, of course. If I have 1 original printed type of monster in my graveyard, each card or each monster I have on my field of the same type get an 800 attack boost, which actually works for Fortune Ladies because they're all spellcasters, and I have Solitaire Magician, and yeah. Anyway, and then Future Visions, the field spell. Each time a monster is normal summoned, it's removed from play until the next standby phase after it's normal summoned. And Fortune's Future works well with Future Visions because I can return 1 of my remove from play Fortune Ladies to the graveyard and draw 2 cards, which actually works because I might actually draw a card I need. Then on to the traps. 2 compulsories. Return 1 monster on either player's field to the hand. Worked well. So, yeah. 1 Bending Destiny. Yes, it does relate to Fortune Ladies. Came out of Stardust Overdrive. Activate only fall face-up monsters you control with Fortune Ladies. Negate the activation of a spell or trap card with a normal summon of a monster and move that card from play. The card removed from play by this effect is returned to its owner's hand during the end phase. So say they have a level 8 monster that they tribute summoned, which is considered a normal summon. I've asked Derek about it several times. It is removed from play until the end phase and then returns to the owner's hand, which actually is good for me because then they have to summon out 2 other monsters to be able to resummon that level 8. Or say a Stardust or another level 8 Synchro or whatever. The gate attack, I'm sure everyone knows what this does. Every time you are attacked, you can flip this face up and automatically into the battle phase. So if your opponent has 3 or more monsters on the field and face up attack, and they attack, flip this and automatically into the battle phase, and they have to move on to the main phase too. Then there's Inherited Fortune. Basically, activate during the turn face up Fortune Lady monster you control is destroyed. Special summon 2 Fortune Lady monsters from your hand during your next standby phase. And of course, the ever faithful bottomless strapple. Destroy and remove one monster that has 1500 or more attack. However, if the monster has an effect that activates in the graveyard, then it automatically takes place because this does say destroy and remove. So the monster is sent to the graveyard first and then removed from play. So if there's an effect that activates in the graveyard, then that effect takes place and your opponent gets whatever the effect is. Yeah, you'll kind of have to excuse all the brightness. It's early morning here in Birmingham. But that's pretty much the entire Fortune Lady deck. I did have 2 Flawn Bells in place of Flawn Bell Magicians in place of the 2 Kaikus, but being that I will end up forgetting that Fortune Lady monster effect of level increase, then I'll completely forget about it. But when I did have the 2 Flawn Bell Magicians in there, I did have, I was thinking about using Tempest Magician and or Stardust. So, that's really about it. If you want, just leave comments, down there in the comment section. So, whatever floats for you, then check you later.